Thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month. This month, we're raising awareness about mental health, providing support for anyone struggling with theirs and fighting stigma. This year's theme is Together for Mental Health, and people worldwide are sharing their personal stories in hopes of encouraging others to prioritize their mental health. This can be difficult to do for a lot of reasons. When I was in my 20s, I knew I really wanted to see a therapist, but the idea of finding one was incredibly daunting. Phone calls, awkward office visits, and sky-high prices. I wish back then I had access to a platform like BetterHelp. BetterHelp assesses your needs and matches you with your own licensed professional therapist who you can start communicating with within 48 hours. BetterHelp is available to clients worldwide. It's not a crisis line, it's not self-help. It is professional therapy done securely online. For Mental Health Month, BetterHelp is advocating and continuing its mission for greater access to mental health care. With their over 20,000 plus therapist network, BetterHelp provides a wide range of expertise that may not be available to you locally. Now, connecting with a professional therapist is easy. Just log into your BetterHelp account at any time and message your therapist. You'll get timely and thoughtful responses. You can schedule weekly video or phone sessions. BetterHelp is also more affordable than traditional offline therapy. Plus, financial aid is available. You can also easily change your therapist if needed because of BetterHelp's commitment to finding you great therapeutic matches. This Mental Health Month, if you or someone you know is struggling, please share BetterHelp with them. You can use my link to get 10% off your first month. Just go to betterhelp.com/besteverfood. Now, on to the show. Our Central Asian fantasy food tour continues in the glorious nation of Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan, the land of plov, the land of samsa, also land of thick eyebrows. Is that true? Last time, the cruise introduced me to one of this planet's most bizarre food creations, milk lungs. So the place where oxygen would usually go, that is now just being filled with milk. Today, I'm on a mission to take on Uzbekistan's man food. It is glistening, like Zac Efron in Baywatch. Daring dishes reserved for only half the population. If I was gonna have hair in my food, I would want it to be this hair. From strange, compressed, and congealed meats no lady would ever dare to touch. What the heck is this? I see hair. To heavy late-night favorites like this. 100 sparrows, all stuffed. It is microscopic. All fried. Is this enough? Did we order too few? The delicious debauchery starts here at this Uzbek gentleman's club, but it's not quite what you might think. This is a choyxani. For centuries, spots like this have been exclusive places for Uzbek men to gather around and get rowdy. I was super excited about this until I realized we are in a Muslim majority country and most people here don't drink. Instead of Jaeger bombs and dancers, when Uzbek men gather, it's all about stories and food. The worst thing that goes on here is overeating. Today, we'll start with a twist on the national dish, plov. This is the man behind the khazan. Remember that bud from last episode? The dumba? This is the Instagram influencer right here. That's what he starts with. The first 5 minutes, he puts in these cute pieces of the dumba. That's gonna start to kind of fry and also release the oil. So when he puts in the meat, that's gonna start frying immediately. You can hear the sounds now. I haven't done this for a while, hold on. Should we mic the food? This literal fried sheep ass is an appetizer that we'll try soon. Now, onto the plov. Fry up delicious chunks of mutton, then toss in onion. Now these onions have really fried up. He's putting in the meat, all of that frying up together. Looks awesome, smells even better. So while that's cooking, I wanna try this with the chef. Right here, we have freaking fried fat. In Texas, I had fried butter. That butter is bursting out in your mouth. Well, mainly in my mouth. Wait, is it in your mouth too? But here, this is just actual fried fat. I love it. Please, share with me, my man. Crispy, crunchy, certainly kind of fried tasting, a bit heavy, and then just juicy and fatty in the middle. Especially the smaller the pieces, the crunchier it is. It's a little bit like pork rinds. I think technically I'm not supposed to say that in this country. Hey, BEFRS, am I allowed to say that? So that is our appetizer. In the meantime, he's gonna finish up making the plov, and we're gonna try it out at the table. The sizzling cast iron khazan receives a huge load of yellow carrots, a generous portion of broth, salt, cumin, then add some heat with a few chilies. Now, the rice. He distributes it evenly, then adds hot water and lets it boil. I have to ask more about this gentleman's club theme. Is there any food that is exclusively for men, or can women eat everything that men eat? Remove the lid to add more seasoning, then let it steam for 40 minutes.
There is no any restrictions, but usually men tend to like something really heavy, a lot of oil, a lot of meat and stuff, and women tend to look after themselves and like be more salad, something light, and we just don't care, man.
Yeah. When the rice is perfectly cooked, remove the lid. revealing a heavy pile of this country's favorite food to feast on. You know it's perfect when the rice is glistening and shiny. So, Gentlemen's Club. It's like Korean karaoke, but no music and no alcohol and way more plov.
Nothing like Korean karaoke.
Okay. We have a plov here. We have a bunch of side dishes, as always. Mexi ranch?
No, yogurt with the chili.
And then they also have ranch?
Also no, it's another yogurt with different herbs.
And bread?
Yes.
I think we need to try in layers. Let's first, I think, try just the rice, huh?
Okay. Wow, I can't get enough, man. It's so good.
Did I have this with the brown rice before?
This is your first time, bro. It has different texture.
Right, it's a little tougher, a little bit chewier rice. This is such a heavy food. It's oily, greasy.
But in a good way.
I get the heavy food because it's kind of cold here and people here seem to work hard. So this kind of just keeps you going for the whole day, the whole night. It fuels you up.
Yeah.
I want to try some of this meat now. Oh, it's so soft and juicy. It's a really unique texture because it's one of the only meat preparations where the meat is fried, boiled, then steamed. So awesome. Chase it with some Coke. It's so quiet in here. So what's special about this is you can only get it in Uzbekistan. Only in Uzbekistan. So it's not like you're in Miami and you're like, oh dude, let's get Uzbek tonight.
Man, this is such a dream of mine. We gotta get Uzbek food to mainstream because it deserves, you know, it's such a good food and I don't see any reason why people will not like it.
To cleanse your plov-soaked palate, might I offer this, a broth consisting almost exclusively of chilies and water.
Oh!
Man, this is just something you would find at a gentleman's club. Women would not do that.
No.
Now I want more plov to cool this off.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it kind of cleans your palate and gives you a kick and rush so you would consume more.
I like it. It does cut it in a certain way. It's interesting, like putting lime on a taco. Plov done. It's the next day. Bring on the funky, strange meats for breakfast. I've never seen anything like this yet in Uzbekistan. This is like the real street food, but it's also just a bunch of dude food and weird, strange, odd cuts of the animal and then sausages like you've never seen before. What is going on here?
Dude, don't ask. Sometimes I don't even know what's going on, but in the end of the day, what I know that it's freaking delicious.
This is Oram Chohannesson. If Americans go to Texas for brisket, Uzbeks come here to this sidewalk for the cold cuts. Abdullah, please step up. Yes, you see, he really actually stepped up. He does have a little platform back here. I don't mean to throw you under the bus, but he's not actually this tall. Abdullah sells 15 different cold cuts, and just like Jared, you won't find any of these even close to a Subway. Is that the foreskin of an elephant?
This is just a cow's stomach.
All right.
He says that if you have stomach problems, then this is what you eat.
Oh boy. No, how about, no, hold on. Where's yours? You can't just give me cow stomach, say it's good for me, and then not have it yourself. All right, now I believe you.
Good.
Okay.
I love it.
It's cold, firm, and has a very strong, intense taste of cumin. Very powerful. While some of these meat combinations may look funky, folks here love it, buying over 100 pounds a day from Abdullah himself.
This is the weirdest combination. It's the lung wrapped in a stomach.
Nobody does organs like Uzbekistan. Good.
It's really good.
Everything's good when it's kind of cold, and then he just puts a load of chili salt on it, and then it just tastes like cold, chewy meat. But it's quite interesting. Nothing offensive, nothing really powerful or obtrusive.
Maybe you want to try something a little warmer?
Sure.
Bro, this is cow's feet. You can see even hooves, man.
Oh, so this is literally a piece of the bottom hoof. It's pure fatty gelatinousness. That's really nice.
Man.
Melts on your tongue like an M&M.
What they do is that they boil a lot of hooves and they add the meat and it kind of solidifies, becomes like a jelly.
Oh, that's my kind of Jello.
Nah.
Very dense. I thought that was too small of a piece, but it's just right.
Yeah, it's filling.
Very dense, interesting, congealed collagen sensation, and tons of cumin.
And it says it's good for your feet.
The stomach is good for your stomach. And the feet are good for your feet. Yes? Do you sell penis? If you get your man party on late into the evening, come to Oram, the only 24-hour eatery in this country. Just point to what you want outside, then head in and eat. Just don't forget your log of sheep butt sausage. What the heck is this? Is that hair? More on that soon. Let's talk about this first. This is like a little bit of an appetizer.
This is dolma, minced lamb wrapped in pickled grape leaves, topped with a quail egg.
Good?
You like that?
Yeah, I like it.
I don't know if I'm a grape leaf fan. The shellworm, it's thick. It's like a coarse leaf. And then the meat, it doesn't taste like a ton of meat, but it's like filled with some kind of juice, like a leaf and meat juice. I find this to be fine. I have to say that sometimes.
Sure, yeah.
Because if I'm here saying, oh, every food is amazing, how trustworthy do I seem then? Not very. Are you in love with it? Okay, sorry. Right now we're working our way up to this, and we're gonna figure out what is inside of there and how it tastes. But first, this. It looks a little bit like a glazed donut, but that's not sugar.
These are balls of minced mutton and rice, wrapped inside a layer of caul fat.
I'm gonna grab this one.
And I'm gonna grab this one.
Without any caul fat?
No, I'm fine. I think the
No,
caul fat.
come on, dude. You come put that back. Doesn't smell too gamey. Let's try it out.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
That is awesome. See? Now we have a barometer. Now the audience believes me, because that's just okay. But this is really good.
I like it.
Sometimes caul fat can be a bit intense and gamey. Not here. There's no really strong sheepy, muttony taste to it. You can taste some cumin, some salt, a little bit of heat. It's beautifully minced inside, and then just this really fatty layer on the outside. Just makes it more kind of rich and fatty, and it's fun to bite through. What do you think? That's like 100 calories?
At least, bro.
No, it's gotta be like 400. There's gotta be so many. Spontaneous tea action.
Tea is the main drink here in Uzbekistan. In fact, Uzbekistan has one of the highest levels of tea consumption per capita, even more than Japan.
It's like a way to cleanse yourself after just a bit of a rough experience. Final dish right here. What do you call this?
We call it basturma, bro.
Basturma.
Yes, sir.
The name basturma is often associated with air-dried cured beef in Middle Eastern and Mediterranean countries, while this is definitely not cured beef.
This is infamous sheep butt. They shave the butt. They wrap the meat with this basturma and cooked. It gives a really nice taste, man.
The closer you look, you see they missed a few spots like me when I shave in the morning. This is nuts. It smells good. A lot of these are very strong, like cumin tasting or smelling. I'm gonna cut a healthy slice. Yeah. Look at this amazing cross section. All this heavy, fatty, huge meat chunks. Hit it with some chili salt, put it in half like a taco. Dude, this is remarkably good. It leaves such a rich aftertaste. It's so much protein and so much just rich, lively fats. Look at that. It does not look appetizing at all. You cannot judge a sausage by its casing. Everything we had looked like, oh, what is that weird, strange, congealed mass of meat? It's like, why is my meat in a perfect cube with right angles? But in the end, everything's quite delicious. This ended up being my favorite thing today. Of all the sausages, I should say. This sausage party is not ending now. Oh, it works, because sausage and also, you know.
After strange meats, there's nothing I crave more than strange sweets. Now, this next food is not exclusively consumed by men. In fact, it's loved by all.
Why wouldn't you love it? It's sweet, it's funny looking.
But to make it, you'll need a few dudes with a strong grip and a fair bit of upper body strength. Let's start from the beginning. We're here today for a candy called PASHME that starts with sugar boiled down into a syrup. In the meantime, sift wheat flour and pounded walnuts into a large bowl and mix them up. Warm the flour mixture on the stove and spread it out over the table. We're gonna need that soon. As the syrup bubbles, Rustam prepares his cooling bowl by adding oil, then the hot syrup. The cooling bowl is placed in water and spun until the candy reaches a temperature that won't give you third-degree burns. Finally, this is where the magic happens, a quick pulling process that'll soon make this thick candy look unrecognizable.
And I think I've seen something similar in other places, but never like this. So it starts with one strand, they loop it, then they stretch it more, then they loop it, then they stretch it more. Eventually, this is gonna become like angel hair.
Rustam is a third-generation candy maker, and he's kindly invited us to his 90-year-old factory to witness the making of this national sweet.
So now it is so thin, it is literally like hair. If I was gonna have hair in my food, I would want it to be this hair. How do they know when they're done?
They know it when it becomes less stretchy. So when it stops stretching, then they're like, okay, time to stop.
We're getting close to that point. They're pulling hard, but really, again. So now we're ready for the next step.
Now he's gonna cut it.
Dude! Look at these fine, fine strands of sugary sweetness covered in wheat flour, but also walnut flour. That is awesome. Is this what your hair looks like in the morning?
Mine, yeah.
Not mine, I don't have enough. It gets more and more hard and brittle the longer it hangs out because it's cooling down. Let's try it out. is crunchy.
It is.
But slowly,
It turns into gummy. Huh?
yeah, gummy and melts in your mouth a bit. It's super sweet. I mean, it's made out of pure sugar, essentially syrup. And then there's a hint of that walnut in there.
And they're putting more walnuts. Look how he's doing, man.
With an experienced hand, Rustam divides the strands into serving sizes, stuffing them with more walnut powder, then rolling them up. During their peak season, they sell up to 30,000 rolls a month.
The flour is too much. I breathed it in. Oh man. You appreciate it so much more when your life is flashing before your eyes and you think this is gonna be the end. This is the last thing I'm ever gonna eat.
But it's a good thing, bro.
It tastes similar, super sweet, but then now there's just more texture and more walnut nuttiness inside. Really elevated level of enjoyment. Sir, thank you. Can we do some elbows? Can you bow me? Boom. Rahman.
For an epic ending to this video, we're gonna need an epic kitchen.
It is microscopic.
This here is a sparrow. Sorry, not a sparrow. I mean 100 sparrows, all on one plate. If little birds won't fill you up, you can always add a couple local ducks to the order.
This is wild duck?
Yeah. The only way you catch it, you shoot it.
Somebody shot this?
They remove the bug shots and they clean it right away.
I don't see any entry or exit wounds.
I think it's a sniper shot, precise, not a bug shot. Because otherwise, if you shoot it, it will explode, bro. Look how small it is.
Yeah, but you don't shoot it with a tank, so I don't need to worry about biting down on metal.
No.
That's the main point.
Worst come to worst, your insurance is gonna cover it, so don't worry about it.
My life insurance, not my health insurance.
Boil the ducks for 1 hour with salt, then take them out deep frying until they're crispy.
The meat inside is super dark meat. It's a little bit reddish. It's been boiled, it's been fried. Usually things here are like fried, then boiled or steamed. Other way around this time.
Yep.
That's about what I expected.
Super rich, dark, gamey. There is an aftertaste.
Really? Well, I don't know. We've had nothing but mutton so far, and mutton can be incredibly gamey. But this to me, not gamey, but very dark, where it's just more of that. It's darker, it's more soft. It's like that times 5.
I like it. It's interesting. After us trying lamb all the time, just change the meat. I think it's a good substitution.
Last up, sparrows. This is the tiniest bird I've ever seen in my life. How are people catching these?
They set up a trap. When enough birds come in, they just pull it up and they catch it alive. It's cost like 50 cents per piece.
You can't call them a piece. It's a creature.
The tedious preparation of 100 sparrows starts with dumba fat, cubed and seasoned with salt, then stuffed inside.
The sparrow is kind of lean, therefore you have to compensate that with sheep fat. Creates a really good flavor combination.
After stuffing, they take their final flight to the hot oil, deep frying until they're crispy.
Do you ever worry that Uzbekistan will run out of sparrows?
We have more than enough.
All right, that's a relief. Oh, good, bandana. Don't need to do that.
This is an already dainty, delicate bird, so once they're cleaned and feathered, there's almost nothing left. You may be wondering, so where's the meat? But when it comes to these guys, you have to eat them whole, bones and all.
How you doing there?
Interesting.
Crunchy.
Definitely tastes chicken, but it's so dark.
Ultra dark meat. A little bit like the duck.
Because I think they have like organs remaining, like liver and other.
Oh yeah, they didn't do like a microsurgery to take out the intestines, the stomach. We're eating whatever this bird was eating.
Most likely.
Yeah, I've eaten sparrows before, or pigeons, and it's like, okay, I've had like a family of pigeons, and then I've had an extended family. This is like a whole family tree. Everyone with the last name Smith in the sparrow community has been wiped out right here. And I feel mad about that, except for they look pretty good too.
Have you ever tasted like dumba? Do anything for you?
I forgot about the dumba. So there's been a dumba. I do not taste the dumba.
I think the taste of the sparrow just overtook it.
Be careful with the bones. It
Yeah.
can jab you in the gums.
That's what I was trying to make. Extra chewing process.
But the bones themselves, it's nice, it's crunchy. I just imagine like my dad was on food stamps and I was a kid. If my dad couldn't have gotten food stamps, our turkey would have been like this on Thanksgiving. With just a tiny little mashed potatoes, tiny little stuffing on the side. Like, sorry, it was a bad 2011. I don't know why in this story I'm 26. Best Ever Food Review Show is a small team of independent creators, and everything we do here works because of you guys. Click the link in our description to join our Patreon and receive exclusive benefits. A peace. Now, last time I had plov, it was huge. There was a khazan. Did I say it right? Did I put enough kh?
Yeah, kazan.
Have you ever come to a gentleman's club with only one other gentleman? No. That's an honest question.
This is my first time, brother.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it awkward? Do people get stares if you just have one other gentleman with you?
It's been awkward with you all the time, so it's no different. In nomadic time, people had to eat from the same plate, showing that food is not poison.
How much poisoning was going on back in the day?
Like, dude, have you seen the Game of Thrones?
It was like that?
Yeah, pretty much, if it's not more brutal.
Oh, that's intense. I heard it's still going on in Russia. It is glistening. Like Zac Efron in Baywatch. Oh, I probably should have said like one of the women or something.
Yeah.
It's like one of the women. I don't remember. I just remember Zac Efron. Is that man? I think for sure this guy's been drinking. Look at this guy. He's a mess. This is not tea. It smells fermented. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed our second video here in Uzbekistan with my man, BEFRS. A huge thank you to you, my man.
Thank you, bro.
You have seen so much of Uzbekistan through his eyes and through his expertise. But soon, you can come here and have similar experiences or the same experiences by checking out his website, funstands.com. That is it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time.
Peace!
Oh, let's walk this way. What other birds did we miss? Do you guys have penguins?
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
I would love to try them.
Let's try the special order one. Maybe at the zoo?